Welcome to the next episode of the Iconoclastic Wrestling Podcast. I'm Iconoclast.
And I'm your host, Dick Taco.
And let's get into This Week in Wrestling. So first things first, I have a correction for us to make about as the Wikipedia page calls it, the NWA Saw Wayne incident.
Oh, Jesus.
First, it's not, we've been calling it Sam Hain on the show. It's not Sam Hain, it's Samhain, apparently.
Oh, well, fuck a doodle do for that.
Or Samhain or whatever. But the main correction I wanted to make was the Father James Mitchell situation is even worse than we were led to believe. Because I had not seen the video before this. I thought it was like, they cut backstage and he was like in the background or something doing coke or something,
Oh, the saga continues?
No, it's not that. They have they had a bunch of tables next to the ring, and they were saying they have the
wait, was it ringside?
Yeah, they have on the loudspeaker. The guy goes, and now once again the NWA Samhain's ambassador to the Cobb, Father James Mitchell, and then the spotlight turns on the table, and they're all drinking and doing coke, and then the guy.
So wait, it was live at ringside.
Yes.
Jesus H. Christ on a popsicle stick.
We had, but it was awful, and it was.
Sure, it was.
But I was and the guys on commentary kept talking about it. They're like, "Wow, they're partying! Wow, they are really partying!"
I know people on Twitter were like, "Oh, I think NWA is cool again if they're going to be doing blow on the fucking sideline."
That's what someone was saying, that they should, in the YouTube comments, that they should lean into. Oh God. Okay, so Taco put on some more stuff that he's copying still, and this is the worst era of WWE right now.
No. This is just the previews. This is the that was Cody there with the knobby knees.
Oh yeah.
If there was ever a man that needed long tights, it's Cody Rhodes with those Betty Davis knees of his.
Oh God!
And there's freaking gunboat feet. Holy shit!
Okay,
Krusty the Clown. Anyway, you have the format. I left my phone upstairs, so
of course you did.
Go down. You can jump all over the place. It's your show, pal.
Okay. I'm opening it up. Wait, I have to go.
You hear him turning to the page. This is Angle and Shane at the King of the Ring I'm putting on right now.
How old is this?
2001.
Oh.
But it's from the WWE Classic.
When it showed Shane, it just made me think of Michael Shane. Did I tell you about who Michael Shane is?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels' cousin.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, and you think he's the devil, which nobody gives two fucks who the devil is now.
Why?
Because it's not CM Punk, so nobody cares.
That's not true.
It would have to be somebody really good. Even if it's Wardlow. It's going to be a letdown.
No, it's not.
Bullshit.
And by the way, the person he's referring to is Dolph Ziggler. I've seen stuff people
Nicky! Sorry. It's like a tick.
I've seen a bunch of theories about who it is.
Is it Dolph Ziggler? That would be fucking interesting.
What if it was Ziggler?
No, if Ziggler was him, and he actually brought his music with him. Because his music is iconic.
Or Shelton Benjamin.
That's like when D-Lo was the leader of the fucking...
Aces and Eights.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, come on. The Aces and Eights is so bad it's good.
No, dude. As somebody that hung in there with that till the bitter end, I was fucking disappointed.
No, well, D-Lo wasn't the leader. It was Bully Ray.
Yeah, but even when D-Lo was in it, it was just fucking stupid.
God, Shane McMahon's doing his stupid fucking...
Shane was a hell of an athlete.
Skips.
Go to the format.
No.
Superman.
Let's talk about the devil again. Still, this thing with the devil, I've seen a bunch of theories. Because also Wardlow, I've seen
not one of them credible.
I've seen that Wardlow's probably not the devil, but he's probably one of the devil's henchmen.
First of all, do they even know who the devil is right now?
I don't know. I got to think that they do.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was Jungle Boy?
No. You might as well just start closing up shop. Right
but if it was Dolph Ziggler,
back up the truck. If it's Dolph Ziggler, at least that shows me some kind of creative booking.
I still think
I'm here to show the world, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that I am going to beat you for the world title.
I still
Maxwell Jerkoff Friedman.
I still think the most likely thing is that it's Adam Cole.
Oh, that would be great. I mean, that makes the most sense, and is the least offensive to myself.
Because I think you have here on the script on the notes somewhere of that someone thinks that.
Let me say it.
What's that? That you thought about. Freddie Prinze Jr. says that Adam Cole is the devil and that he faked his injury.
And Freddie thinks he knows something because he wrote wrestling storylines.
Yeah, that's something, right?
Yeah, Scooby Dooby Doo. That's all I gotta say. Fucking jerk off.
Okay. You got a bunch of shit here about Punk versus Reigns. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, some of that is my own idea.
I know. Punk, Heyman sides with Punk. Roman goes face but loses belt.
Roman goes face, double turn. Double turns are hard to execute, but the payoff is huge. Bret Hart and Steve Austin would be the one that would come to mind the most.
God, is Shane McMahon wrestling in jeans?
No, there's like swishy pants. Swish.
Yeah, because it's 2000 or 2001. Because it's the invasion. Because he's got the WC. It said WCW.
This is before the invasion. The invasion would be the next month. No, this is 2000. It would be before the invasion. WCW is still swimming. They got their nose above water at this minute, but they're still swimming.
No, well, it said Shane McMahon WCW owner, so that can't be right. This has to be during the invasion.
Oh, okay, then it's 2001. All right. I didn't check before I turned it on.
Because 2001 is when WCW went out of business, like October.
Oh, I know. I was at Kevin's apartment in Glassboro when I read it. It was on WWF.com. Said, anyway, go back to the.
Okay, Okada will be free agent in January. I've seen stuff about that. He will probably be going to AEW because they can pay him, and he'll be able to stay in Japan.
I think a lot of the New Japan guys are going to be going there,
which is good for AEW,
and it's good for New Japan.
Because they'll be able to keep working at least some
It's a lifeline for AEW. Oh, my God. If they ever lost that and the TV, they're fucking done. If they lose the TV, they're fucked anyway. Like if they lost.
Why would they ever lose the TV? They're not going to lose the TV.
It happens. That's what happened with WCW. They lost the TV.
No, what do you mean they lost their TV? No, they never lost the TV contract.
Yeah, they did because Bischoff was going to buy it with his company, Fusion Media. And they said, you can have the company, it's X amount of money, but you can't have the TV.
I gotta say, because ECW, they lost their TV contract. That put them out of business.
Oh, yeah. They actually hung in there for a couple of months there and had Guilty as Charged, but that was it. Guilty as Charged is really good, though. I think Sandman jumps off the fucking, second balcony of Hammerstein.
Even though AEW let's stick with this Okada thing, because the New Japan subreddits, again, the New Japan subreddit is hilarious because it's a bunch of people whining about how bad AEW is, even though AEW is really helping to keep them in business, with allowing these wrestlers to make appearances, but because New Japan does not have enough money to be paying these guys.
No,
but. Because if you're like Nakamura and go like when Nakamura went to WWE, he can't make appearances anywhere else now. He made that one appearance in Noah, but that was a really special case.
And he will be making an appearance in Impact coming up shortly. That's also in the in my
what? No fucking way.
6-man with the Motor City Machine Guns.
That's not that's Okada.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
I was talking about Nakamura.
Oh.
You fucking listening to me, or are you watching this old WWF shit?
You're a fucking idiot.
No, yeah, because I saw that last night. It's moves.
How did we get into Nakamura? Because I don't even like him. Maybe that's why I tuned out.
Because I was talking about how, with Nakamura, when he left, he went to WWE, and he hasn't made any other appearances anywhere.
No, he did that one show at
Noah.
Retirement, yeah.
Which they did as a special,
Why is it when you run the show, you're so mean?
Well, because you're the one that.
Anyway, all right, just keep going. God. At least you're calm now, like the other week.
TKO did not even know of Punk's return till it happened.
I believe we covered that. Why did I have it in there? Why did I have that in there? Huh.
Oh, wait a minute. That's last week's script.
You're a fucking idiot.
Sorry. I had last week's script open. God. Even though AEW making more money per Meltzer, a lot of negativity backstage, whatever that means.
Well, it's per Meltzer, so don't you believe it without question?
Well, that's not specific enough. I don't know what a lot of negativity.
Meltzer.
I don't know what lots of negativity backstage means. That could mean a lot of things.
I know it could mean a lot of things, and I didn't really have any reason to follow it up, or because I was moving on to the next.
Okay, here we go.
I can only read the dirt sheet so quickly when I'm on the toilet.
One of our favorite people to make fun of, main event, Jey Uso, got a title shot on the November 4th Raw.
And I wrote, why, right?
December 4th, yeah. Also, his promo skills below need GED.
No, he sounds like he didn't get his GED.
No, I'm telling you, I always tell the joke that, he walks into a bathroom, he looks into the mirror, and he's hey, yo, Jimmy!
Little bit! Jey Uso!
No, yeah, he walks
Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, he walks into the mirror and he thinks he's talking to Jimmy because they can't tell each other apart.
That's why they oos and oos.
God, I fucking hate them.
Oh, God. I've been hating them for a long time. Not as long as Shivani, but long enough.
God, why do you hate Shivani?
Oh, my God. Listen to him.
You've always hated Shivani for so long.
That's right.
Rollins playing up Punk being a cancer backstage.
Well, he should.
God, well, I don't think that's a work.
Well, it's easy. Let's think about that. Even if it isn't work, it's easy pickings. So why not?
Punk versus Reigns is a very long-term story.
Yeah, they're talking about Punk versus Reigns, but long out. I guess, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I can't believe they would bring Punk back to be the guy to dethrone him.
But they don't have anyone else. Reigns has beat everyone else.
I thought Cody was going to be poised to do it.
Yeah, so did everyone else, and he lost because
they were like, "Fooled you!" Like fucking Darth Helmet. Helmet.
Because Solo, don't look at my ass, Sikoa had to do that really stupid fucking move. What is it? The Asiatic spike? I just know that from ring-a-ring-a-ring-ga-king, ring-a-ring-a-ring-ga-king.
God, you are
ring-ga-king.
Is that really where the song went?
Yeah, and then it was a bunch of, and then it was ring-ga-king. It was Nick Aldis, Scott Steiner, Sanjay Dutt, I forget, Matt Morgan, and a bunch of Indian wrestlers that they got because they wanted to expand into an Indian market.
Jesus Christ almighty. I missed that train.
You can still find it online. It's hilarious. Steiner scares the shit out of all the Indian people.
Oh, holy Christ, his skin is so thick, it's like a hide. It's like bulletproof.
One of the best promos of all time. Oh,
no, please.
TKO COO Mark Shapiro wants WWE to cut back house shows. They have no reason to have them.
Yeah, I agree with that, don't you? I don't think you need to have house shows at all. If you're WWE, right, you're doing Monday night and Friday night, you're working 2 days a week, but you're making big money.
They also have NXT, which some people appear on.
So you're working, so maybe if you're working all three of them, you're working 3 nights a week.
Oh, speaking of...
AEW, you're working maybe 3, 4, 5 shows a week.
No, you aren't.
If you work Dynamite, Rampage...
Rampage is on the same night.
Yeah, but...
Guys don't wrestle on Dynamite and Rampage, like, in the same week.
They don't?
No, that's... They might set up a match and a promo on Dynamite and have it be on Rampage, but no one wrestles a match because they're on the same night.
Incredible.
But, oh God. And then Collision's on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
All right. Well,
I guess you have the Ring of Honor shows, but...
You have enough, but they're taped with Collision. So you only got to work really like 2.5 days.
So yeah, they have a much...
So you work a more, like a heavy... You work a maximum of 3 days a week if you're a wrestler. So... Why even have the house shows? What the fuck you doing that for? You got that much TV anyway.
Oh yeah, speaking of NXT, which is on... NXT has a premium live event coming up for NXT Deadline. Guess who will be challenging for the NXT Championship?
Who?
You.
Me?
Baron Corbin.
Oh, shut up. It's not even funny. Oh, God. Phil's gonna have a field day with this now. Thanks a lot. So close to Christmas, I gotta deal with his horse shit.
Yeah, he's challenging for the NXT Championship, which I still think I thought that NXT was supposed to be for the younger wrestlers.
Oh, I don't know.
And
who the hell knows anymore?
Because I know that they started doing a thing where they would send people back there to
Well, Becky Lynch just went over there and won the fucking women's title, and then
to reinvent themselves. They would send them back there, but if they tried to get them some more momentum, but it's still shit. Yeah, he's 39 years old. He's no spring chicken. Okay, so let's go back to the script. God, and Booker T also thinks Punk wanted out of AEW,
just like Dutch did. Yeah,
yeah,
I could see that. I also got a note on there today that I saw. It's at the bottom. He was not really that upset about getting let go, from what some people had said.
Yeah. Here's the other thing I skipped over. WWE botches Nakamura Cody announcement.
Oh,
I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Put an ad on 12/4 that said Cody would address the attack before it happened.
That's USA doing that, I think.
Oh, really?
Because they did the same thing, the thing that happened with Pillman. Where they introduced him before they said they even had him.
Well, because that reminds me of something when I was watching old TNA from 2003 this week, which is, again, a wonderful show if you ever want some entertainment. I was watching the Simon Diamond, Johnny Swinger, and the Gifted Glenn Gilberti versus the 3 Live Crew. That was a good match.
The Gifted Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah. Disco Inferno. They tried pushing him as a main eventer at one point.
That is such a joke.
The Gifted Glenn Gilberti. How is he gifted? But that's when I was also texting you earlier in the week, and you said to shut up with my asinine theories.
What about James Storm, which I found out from your mother that was her theory. No, she told you about.
Yes. She saw it on Twitter. It wasn't hers.
Yeah, but she told you about it. Now she wants credit for the show. Now she's already a goddamn censor in the place.
Well, what did you say? What's the right to censor music?
Yeah, I have to get that. I'll have to put it on here. That'll be...
Wasn't Stevie Richards in the right to censor?
Yeah.
Speaking of Stevie Richards, wait, back to this NWA TNA thing, which was making me think before I get too off track. There's this thing with Shane Douglas where he's trying to make a franchise, because Shane Douglas went there.
Yeah, I remember. Everybody passed through there in the beginning, especially.
Yeah, but and he was saying he was trying to get one of the X Division guys, and they were all in this triple threat. It was Christopher Daniels, Michael Shane, and I forget who the third guy was.
Michael Shane, Shawn Michaels' cousin?
The guy, yes. That's the only reason I know who he was. He's Mike. He only does one move, the sweet chin music.
Oh my God.
He was the X Division champ. No, it was Chris Sabin, very young Chris Sabin, Christopher Daniels, and Michael Shane. And one of them, they didn't reveal it yet of which one was Shane Douglas' protege, his secret protege. Well, as Michael Shane walks out, they accidentally play Shane Douglas' music and show Shane Douglas up there. They spoiled their own reveal because they played the wrong Titanatron and the wrong music, and they just don't mention it.
Kerry Von Erich did that at one of the first ECW shows where he was supposed to be.
Kerry Von Erich was supposed to be in ECW?
Yeah, it was like a couple months before he killed himself. They were at the McGonigal Hall, and he came out in a mask, but they didn't realize he had his robe on. It said Kerry on the back of it.
It's like the Shockmaster.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. No. Shockmaster, that gimmick deserved to be dead on arrival.
Why? Because
what is a fucking glitter spray painted goddamn stormtrooper helmet from Star
Who even was under the helmet?
Fred Ottman, Tugboat, Typhoon.
For the Natural Disasters?
Yeah.
No, because when I was watching the old TNA stuff, that's when I was texting you about about who they should have the guys, the masked guys should be the Harris twins.
Wait a minute, what?
Well, I was texting you this.
The Harris twins, the Nazis?
Yes.
Not Harris, yeah.
Yeah, they should, which I was reading about them on their Wikipedia page. The amount of names they've gone under is hilarious.
The Bruise Brothers, Jacob and Eli Blue.
Names. Blues Brothers, Bruise Brothers, Creative Control, Disciples of Apocalypse,
Oh yeah,
Disciples of Destruction, Grimm Twins, Harris Boys, Harris Brothers, Harris Twins.
Oh God.
Ron and Don Harris. They are now co-presidents of the Ara Lucha Nashville Professional Wrestling Promotion. They have their own independent promotion.
Terrific. Who said they could book?
And then they should also have the Red Shirt Security. Because I was telling you about them, right? When they had this storyline in TNA where they had the two competing security teams because they had two competing authority figures with Don Callis was where I think it was Don Callis was representing the NWA, but the TNA was being represented by Eric Watts. So they had the two different security teams. And I forget what.
The fact that you can recount any of these fucking horrible storylines, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
It's great.
You have no soul.
Every time I'm watching them, I have a smile on my face.
Because you're an asswipe. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
But yeah, they had Kevin Northcutt was one of the Red Shirt Security. He was a power plant graduate, I know. And then another guy, and then the Harris twins were the Black Shirt Security.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Get it? Because they were Nazis, the black shirts?
Oh, I get it. I know SS does not stand for super special. Okay?
Yeah, they had the SS tattoos on their arms that they had to have covered up. But apparently, they only had them, according to them.
God, this is going to be a fun one to do thumbnails for.
What?
This is going to be a fun episode to do thumbnails for.
I think they had like a lawyer or some kind of agent or someone said that they only had them not because they were neo-Nazis, but because they had a gimmick of being bikers at one point, and so to get into character, they got the SS tattoos.
Well, bikers and Nazis aren't like mutually exclusive, by the way.
I know, but why would you get the tats?
Well, I don't know. I personally wouldn't.
Booker, I know. Booker T.
Did he like not want to work with him or something?
I don't know. Booker T always says shit about Punk.
Yeah.
Or he always just says. I remember when he was at the Royal Rumble last year. Came in, did a spinneroni, got thrown right out.
Yep. All he's good for a laugh.
WWE will no longer be using yeet. I saw that. Trademark issues.
Yeah, but I just read, since I wrote that it's back on now. They settled the trademark issue.
Okay, I don't understand why he...
I don't understand how it's trademarked.
Oh, wait a minute! This is that?
Yeah, this is the Shane Kurt Angle thing.
Where he throws him through the... Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Calm down, dude.
He's off that Dende perk right now.
I don't know if the audience knows your obsession with Perk Angle.
I think we've talked about it enough on the show.
It's a problem.
The bean kick. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, the bean just kicked in. The bean just kicked in. Look at that. He just threw him through the fucking glass pane.
Yes, this is King of the Ring 2001, folks. The famous Shane McMahon gets thrown through the fucking window like
the bean kick
5 times.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah, Kurt's on that Dragon Ball Z Dende perk. But you don't even get that joke.
Look at Shane.
Oh,
he's a fucking mess. This is turning into a watch along. Look at this.
Oh, what like you want to do for the Chris Benoit Raw tribute?
Oh my God. We need to talk about Weekend at Benoit's, the movie.
Oh wait, okay.
Do we need to cover that right now?
Is there anything else interesting we can talk about on
I don't know. Flip through the format. Oh, look, you're going behind the stage now. Holy
Bryan Danielson has been tasked with finding talent based on social media behavior.
They're turning him into a fucking stooge.
What do you mean they're making him into a stooge?
He's like George Steele. Like I got written down there. Bret Hart was like, yeah, one week George Steele was doing coke with us backstage. Next week he's an agent. He's fining us $500 for being a minute late. He goes, he was a cocksucker.
That's not that. That's George Steele. George Steele fucking ate the turnbuckles.
Not always. Just when I was a kid.
Yeah, would he throw him up right when he got backstage?
I don't know.
I thought you told me that. No, but because
Here we go. Here we go. He's coming to the window.
Oh, shit!
Oh! Holy shit. Shane is a bloody mess. I encourage all our listeners to watch just this match. Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon.
Is this the tournament final?
King of the Ring. This ain't even in the fucking tournament, dude.
What?
2001, King of the Ring.
Why are they feuding?
I think it has to do with Steph.
Oh, wait, because is this when Kurt had a thing with Stephanie?
Well, he had a thing for her. I don't even think she reciprocated it.
Yeah, she did. That's in one of the Perk Angle videos I showed you where they're making out.
Oh, that's not how it's meant to be taken. I watched it happen. Oh my God, look at him. He's a fucking mess. What else you got on the format there?
No, but talk about this thing with Bryan Danielson being a stooge. I don't think he's being a stooge.
I think it would be good for him to be like a heel.
What, for him to be the heel authority figure?
Yeah, to be the cunt that rats everybody out.
That Mr. McMahon character?
Yeah, but like he doesn't have the very authoritative voice. And he sounds like his AEW promos sound better than his WWE ones, because his WWE ones generally sounded like someone wrote them for him, which they did, which they do. So
yeah, they don't let them do their own promos.
I don't know. I definitely like the eye patch.
Yeah.
I think they should sign PCO now and have a feud. Eye patch on a pole match.
Speaking of, do you remember this thing, the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match?
Oh my God, Judy Bagwell, former WCW World Tag Team Champion.
Wait,
with
what?
Rick Steiner. You don't know that?
No.
When she died, they had a graphic about it. Former WCW World Tag Team Champion.
Who was she partners with?
Rick Steiner. She beat Buff and somebody else.
And then Buff and him had a feud over Rick being friends with her, and they had put her on a forklift, and they had to like drive her away.
She was the original like Trent Beretta's mom, Judy Bagwell.
Really?
Yeah.
Sue, it's Trent's mom. Remember when they had the cookie sheet? You remember at the Anarchy in the arena
it was
match?
Stadium Stampede.
Yeah, Stadium Stampede. She had the cookie sheets, and
Moxley kissed her. Oh, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Look at the blood on Angle. Jesus H. Christ. On a cracker.
Is this back before they cared about HIV or bloodborne diseases?
Oh, no, they did. They just, didn't look like they cared.
$4 million in tickets, supposedly, for All In 2024. 9 months away.
But how can you believe that from a man that lied about the attendance to list?
He didn't lie about it. He just...
Calm down. We're not in court there, counselor.
Listen, he did not lie. He simply spoke in a way that may have seemed misleading.
Yeah, that's a fucking lie.
No, he didn't.
Whatever,
he said
Donald
about
Trump.
the attendance.
You sweet potato Hitler-looking fuck.
What?
I called you Donald Trump, and I said sweet potato Hitler.
Listen,
he's orange.
It said at attendance. They based that off the tickets sold. So they simply assumed that everyone who bought a ticket showed up, which isn't a bad assumption to make.
Wow.
And besides, you use those turnstile numbers. A lot of people could have jumped the turnstiles.
Next, please. Next.
You're not very enthusiastic on today's broadcast.
What are you talking about? I'm engaging.
Just laying there with your pink eye, because
I don't know.
My co-host here's got an itchy eye. It's all red.
I don't know what's going on with my eye. It started doing it a couple hours ago. But anywho.
Tully Blanchard said no one in the AEW locker room ever asked him for advice. I've heard that before.
From Tully?
No, from other older guys.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, I think that's not only a problem. I think that's like a waste.
No, but he says that but I only ever hear like people don't ask them for advice. Like what people?
Well, I guess they don't want to name names.
Well, then they shouldn't say it.
All right, maybe. I can't argue with that.
There's already enough beef in the wrestling world. I mean, like, no wrestlers seem to like each other. Everyone's got heat.
Yeah, but at least they're not doing stuff in the locker room like they used to when I was a kid.
What? Raping people and doing drugs?
Oh, and hookers pooping on glass tables.
Who is that? Who?
Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.
And
He used to pay hookers
yeah.
to shit on glass tables while he laid under it whacking off. The Rock and Roll Express was standing there one time.
Yep.
Ricky Morton got sick. Robert Gibson said he couldn't live a life.
Because he's Robert Gibson.
No Flaherty.
Janice!
Douglas!
You suck, you jackass.
JR comeback may be curtailed due to medical issues. I saw this.
That
Apparently,
gave you great joy.
he's been drinking, which counteracts the meds. I'm sorry, but that's just fucking idiotic.
Oh my God! I when I initially wrote
Oh
that,
my God!
what was the matter?
He just did.
God, I haven't yelled like that since I passed the kidney stone.
He had him up on. Kurt had Shane up on the top turnbuckle, and he did a top rope angle slam. I've never seen that. I saw him where he angle slammed Big Show through the commentary desk.
Oh yeah, that was like every other week there.
Did you ever see a thing? We'll get back to this the JR thing in a second. Did you ever see something of where he shot Big Show with like it was supposed to be like a tranquilizer gun?
No, why don't I know this?
It's something where he like shot him with like it wasn't really tranquilizers, but it was something where Big Show was like going crazy and beating up a guy. And Angle had it looked like a hunting rifle.
I have to look that up. I can't believe I wouldn't remember something like that.
So JR, how does JR know not like was he not made aware that he shouldn't have been drinking with his diabetes medication?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the whole story. I mean, like I read dribs and drabs. You know, dribs and drabs. Like when I go to the bathroom.
JR fucking falls asleep at the commentary desk
Because he drinks a lot, apparently.
and he's old.
He's got diabetes.
Diabetes. For the thing from Family Guy where diabetes made me so angry I slapped my wife. My wife's been dead for 7 years. So who the hell did I hit?
Wow.
Per Meltzer, the Von Erichs will debut for AEW at Winter is Coming. I saw this last night.
Is that this Wednesday coming up?
Yeah, I don't think, or maybe the next week, or maybe the week after.
It's coming up, though. It's Ross and Marshall Von Erich.
Yeah, which are Kevin's kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that they're like joining the roster. It might just be like a one-time appearance, but
whatever. It's still decently big news.
I've never seen them wrestle, but you told me that they were good.
They're very good. The one wrestles barefoot. Yeah, actually.
Because which one wrestled barefoot? That was
forget.
That was David, right?
No, it was Kevin, their father.
Kevin wrestled barefoot?
Yeah, everybody else wore boots. Kevin wore boots for a time.
Oh, I thought David wrestled barefoot too.
No.
The one that died of opioid complications, right? The first one.
That's not what that's not the story.
Well, that's what Bruiser Brody said would happen.
Yeah, Bruiser Brody's he died very mysteriously as well.
Of course, everyone fucking knows that. Dick Taco 1978, permanently banned from AEW subreddit. What happened here? What did you do?
I don't know. I said some things and may have called some people some things.
What did you say?
I don't know. The whole time I've been on there since the game came out. So, Christ, I don't know.
Well, okay, what's the last thing you did that got you banned?
I don't remember. That's what bothers me.
Is this like you skipping the class in college so much you forgot you were taking it?
Yeah, I'll have dreams about it later. And I'll be like, ah. So, yeah, I got the email the other day. I'm like, I hadn't even been active on there anyway because the game is a big pile of shit. Well, you're not allowed to say that, apparently. You're not allowed to say that stuff, that the game was a big pile of shit, even though it was a big pile of shit.
Trent Beretta.
What about him?
Nothing. I just remember seeing a thing
big piles of shit.
Nothing. I just remember seeing a picture of him in the game, but he's got the long hair. But they got the free update where he's got short hair.
Oh yeah. They got his mom on the knee pad too because they couldn't pay for Bill Murray.
Wait, what?
They got his mom. His mom's on the knee pad.
First hour of Raw Punk return, commercial free, and he wasn't on.
So isn't that the fucking shame that they gave him 6 minutes at the end of the show? I just want to talk about that.
I know. I saw that he was not positively received on SmackDown this week.
His interview, his promo was better. He said he's coming for the main event of WrestleMania.
WWE no longer enforcing restrictions on shared arenas. What does that mean?
There's like a certain amount of time before, like if AEW was coming to Chicago, there was a certain amount of time before, like they couldn't announce, AEW couldn't come to Chicago and announce it and under a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But now they've lifted all those restrictions.
So back like when WWE and Nitro would do arenas like down the street from each other, they couldn't.
Yeah, because they didn't want you doing that.
They should let you do that. So back when we could have like the Blackpool Combat Club invading Raw, wouldn't that be great? Like what DX did.
They wouldn't let him in.
They
Nitro, if they were smart, they would have let DX in. I always said that.
Because
everybody would have changed the fucking channel to TNT. Road Dogg was like, we were coming down the ramp, and Dallas Page was like, hey guys, and then the shutter came down. We were like, yoo-hoo! Who speak to Mr. Bischoff?
Did they bring a camera crew? Right, because they had a camera crew with them.
Yeah, they rode different, and that's when you found out on the side that they were giving away free tickets to Nitro. And that was the beginning of the end. After Triple H and them did that, Bischoff apparently got called into the office, and they were like, no more gratuitous violence or something like that, or he was like dead in the water. He wound up getting sent home not long after that anyway.
They're like, soldiers, march! Did he say something like that?
Yeah, but Billy Gunn was the best because he had the antlers on the Army helmet like a fucking deer.
Why? Because he's Billy Gunn?
Because he's retarded.
He's the ass man?
They were the best though, man. And it was a Jeep with like a rocket thing on it.
They were only together for like 2 years as a faction. DX.
That was the funnier version though, when they did the blackface about the nation and all that.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Oh, I think I have that somewhere. I hope I do.
Okay, what else do I have here? Guerrillas of Destiny versus Bishamon at the World Tag League Finals. Bishamon won. First ever three-peat.
Wow. Congratulations.
Not really. People aren't happy about it.
Come on, arigato.
That means thank you.
Oh. Sorry.
In Japanese. Arigato.
Arigato.
Whatever.
No, thank you for correcting me.
Bishamon, because I thought people really wanted was TMDK to win, but
what does that stand for again?
The Mighty Don't Kneel. Shane Haste and Mikey Nichols. TNA Wrestling will be on Endeavor Streaming. What the hell's Endeavor Streaming?
Endeavor, that owns WWE, is going to have TNA on there on their streaming
is that
channel, which I don't know what it is, but I think that's pretty worthy news.
I mean, does that mean that they're gearing up to buy them?
Oh, I don't know. Why would you buy them? Just wait for them to go under. It's coming.
Well, now they're going back to being TNA, and they have a bunch of interest.
Why do they have a bunch of interest? Because they're changing their name?
Supposedly, people want to watch out now. I see TNA fans talking about how much better it's going to be now.
So they could call it horsecock wrestling, and it would still be the same shitty.
I'd rather watch Trainwreck Pro Wrestling, which I still have to watch.
Stop talking about it.
I still have to watch that. What, Trainwreck Pro Wrestling?
I watched it so you didn't have to.
I
died so you could live.
They had to issue a public health warning.
Oh my God, it was disgusting.
It's awful. It's like James Mitchell doing coke at Samhain. PWI Tag Team Top 100. I didn't know that was a thing. I will get that up.
I think we should get that up right now.
Okay. I hope the Harris twins are in there.
They're not in there. Top 100. It's like of the year. It's like the PWI 500. Hunter. HUNNERT.
Okay, let's start from the bottom.
All right.
Let's see how much of these top teams we know.
The
Runway.
Who? Wait. Starting at where? What number are you starting at?
100.
No. Don't start at 100.
No.
I'm going to sleep by 80.
No, I'm starting at 100 because a lot of teams, because these teams have funny names.
Go down until you scroll backwards until you find the team you might recognize.
The Dark Order's at number 3. At number 93.
That's too high of a position to be able to.
The Hardys are at number 94. The Dark Order is higher than the Hardys.
Something wrong with that. Dark Order shouldn't even be on it.
Dark Order. Hey, well, they had to work around the ring crew.
I'm surprised they let them have their match.
What the fuck? The Iron Savages are at 91.
Who they be, sucker?
Remember the Iron Savages? I told you about them. They used to be Bear Country, but then they became like these, like they're like roid heads. They come out with like protein shakes, and they're
Possibly.
Remember, like one time they went like, "We're gonna eat that ass."
Oh my God, those guys.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
What do you mean those guys? You remember them now?
Yeah, they suck hard balls. They suck big, plentiful balls. Bah! Oh, I gotta say.
It's like, Vince, my balls are the size of grapefruits.
Oh my God.
You remember
Next. Go down the list.
Los Desperados,
Who the fuck are they?
Boisterous Behavior, Free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi is
That's
an
a tag
actual
team. The Righteous is at number 87, Vincent and Dutch.
Oh.
What?
They probably got bumped up that high just due to their association with the human oxygen tank himself, Jake Roberts.
And Lance Archer.
Ugh.
TMDK is only at number 83.
Okay.
Grizzled Young Veterans. The Workhorsemen's at number 80. JD Drake, Anthony Henry.
I know you have spoken of them before.
They're with like Peter Avalon. And the Hollywood Hunk Ryan Nemeth.
The Hollywood Hunk Ryan Nemeth.
Hey, if Dolph Ziggler comes over, he might be a tag team champion.
That would be good to see him team with his brother. I would be interested in that. I really would.
Grizzled Young Veterans is at 81. This is also women's tag teams as well.
Oh, God.
Caden Carter.
How could you? Yeah, that's the only way they could come up with 100. Like I was going to say, where would you even come up with 100?
Brawling Brutes is at number 76. What
Yeah.
Vince McMahon thinks that Irish people are.
Pale and redheaded.
I was saying seven people.
Drunks.
I saw this article about how Sheamus is going to be the next guy to go to AEW.
All they need next is like him to come out and punch his wife because he's like pale, redheaded, drunk.
Do you remember the good old
Punch
fashioned?
his wife.
Do you remember the Extreme Rules?
Shut your stinking mouth, you whore!
You remember what they had? The good old fashioned Donnybrook match at Extreme
I
Rules?
do that. I do.
They had like a black and white picture of Sheamus. Oh wow, that's Sheamus's grandfather. It came over from Ireland.
Oh God. Yeah, that's actually, we actually brought pro wrestling to the States, the Irish.
The Kings of
One more thing to blame on us.
the Kingdom is at number 72. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett.
Wow, they don't even wrestle. Like,
No, they're mainly in a comedy act with Roderick Strong.
which is mildly amusing with the
The
next
Embassy
thing.
is at 60. Toa Leona and Bishop Khan.
Oh my God. Weren't they just in the tournament too?
World Tag League, yeah, they won one match.
Wow.
One or two. They had like 2 or 4 points, I forget.
And they're up that high. That's outstanding.
Toa Leona and Bishop Khan.
Tia Leone, the actress, yes. And
Bishop Khan.
Khan from Star Trek 2.
No, it's not how it's spelled. It's K-A-U-N. Khan.
So it's not like Khan.
No, it's Bishop Khan.
Uh,
Best Friends is at 54.
ugh,
The LWO is at 51.
ugh.
Wait a minute, this is a fucking 6-man team.
Yeah,
Hiroshi
they have 6-man teams in there too.
Hiroshi
Freebird rule.
Tanahashi, Okada, and Ishii are in there because they're the NJPW 6-man champions.
Yeah. That's the only way they were going to get to 100.
Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are at 47.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't read me the women, please.
Bullet Club War Dogs at 46.
Who the
They should
fuck
be
are
higher. Gabriel Kidd and Alex Coughlin.
they? Who?
You would know if you watch New Japan.
I would.
Pretty Deadly.
I would know trigonometry if I applied myself harder too.
Pretty Deadly.
But I don't. I was asking you who they were.
38. They used to be in the LA Dojo as Young Lions, and then they came out and they joined the new version of Bullet Club with David Finley.
Oh.
Subcultures at 27.
Who?
They're in Impact. Blackpool Combat Club's at 23. I don't know who that's referring to.
Probably casting
Claudio and
Yuta.
probably. House of Black is at 19. The Guns at 21.
Ugh.
Catch 22 at...
Actually, at 22?
Yeah.
That's hysterical. That's not... I can't take this list legit now.
The Elite is at number 11.
Is that Young Bucks and Kenny?
I don't know. It must be because the Bucks aren't on this list.
Well, they suck. I mean, so...
The spastic ones, right? That's what you call them?
Fucking spastic jack-offs.
7 Up. I don't even know who they are. Damage Control. Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
God. That's awful.
Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest.
Yeah, they're at least they have the belts.
The Acclaimed, they should be higher.
What are the Acclaimed?
Billy Gunn, Max Caster.
No, what number are they?
7. They should be at least top.
I would say top 5.
Yeah, definitely top 5.
Of the band.
Because 6 is ABC.
Who?
Chris Bay and Ace Austin in Impact.
Oh.
The Motor City Machine Guns.
They've been around for quite a while.
Bishamon. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who suck.
Who aren't even together anymore.
Yeah. Aussie Open, who haven't even really wrestled as a team that much this year because Mark Davis has been hurt a lot.
Except in jobber status.
And FTR at number 1.
Oh, I can't think of a better team to pick.
All right.
They're living legends.
I don't like them as much now, ever since they were friends with Punk.
Oh, please. You act like the man punched somebody backstage or something.
He did!
I'm just talking about that because he said that in his promo. He goes, I'd love to fight Kevin Owens. He goes, but Kevin Owens, I watched when he did the Grayson Waller. He goes, it's 2023, people. I don't know who would want to get involved with somebody who...
Yeah, how much time do we have left?
14 minutes.
How do you know that? You didn't even look at the clock.
No, I just did look at it.
Do we have enough time to get into Weekend at Benoit's?
I think so.
Let's
brainstorm a little bit. This is going to be a $1 million movie here. Now, this is partly, I'll be honest, this is partly inspired by me listening to old Howard Stern things about what he was going to do Weekend at OJ's, about where OJ takes Nicole and Ron and walks around with them like puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
So, Weekend at Benoit's will be a similar type deal when it's going to be like, I guess if he would have to wake up after he killed one or both of them.
Yeah, and then it's like 2 days.
Oh, shit. Like, actually stop and say shit. And say, I got to do something, And now and in the middle somewhere, you could play up the fact that, all the theories that Kevin Sullivan and the Satanists come. Maybe they come and have a visit. Maybe Chavo gets there.
Hardcore Holly.
Guy says, but New Jack has to rob the place at the end.
Yeah, he shows up and takes everything.
You see him. The last thing you see is him running down the street with a TV.
I fucking love New Jack.
Yeah, well, we'd have to. We'll get into who we're casting as who later.
But
I guess he would have to wake up after he killed, like, say, both of them, and somebody's coming over. Now,
Bob Holly.
Bob Holly comes over.
But Bob Holly, because the night of, or the night before the killing,
the day before, I know, I have
Benoit called him.
DVD.
Yeah, Benoit called him. So let's say Bob Holly comes over.
Now, he has to make Nancy, I don't think he can make them both disappear, so he's got to make at least one of them look sick. Maybe put the kid to bed, but maybe use the actual weight thing that he hangs himself in real life with and make the wife like a marionette.
What pictures are you going to use for this?
Oh, I don't know. That was just running through my head just now. But this is going to be the most tasteless piece of shit ever. But I would love to hear in the comments what people think of it. Like, seriously.
But then we have, so he's got the wife with us like a marionette with the weight rack. So Bob Holly comes over. He's talking to him. They're hanging out. At some point, Chavo needs to show up.
Well, why? He didn't really show up. Bob didn't either. I say you play off the actual conspiracy things.
That Kevin Sullivan.
Vince McMahon, you did the Billy Jack Haynes one where Vince McMahon had him killed because he was the father of the kid.
Yeah. Billy Jack Haynes.
That fucking psycho.
He's still alive.
He is.
The master of the full Nelson.
Oh, he wasn't that day.
Oh yeah, because he lost to Hercules.
It was wasn't it? It was a double count out.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he got busted open, Billy Jack Haynes.
Yeah, he wound up putting him in the full Nelson outside the ring and spitting all over him. Watch it. Go watch the match back. He holds him like this, and he goes like this, and he just spits all the fuck over Hernandez's back. I remember my father watching. He was like, ah! I mean, like, it was like clear vomit on the guy's back. It was disgusting.
He's still alive, Billy Jack Haynes.
Hercate. I remember when he was with Paul Roma, they were Power and Glory. Monsoon used to call him Herc and Jerk.
They could have
Roma
another,
was like a pretty boy.
They could have another thing where they could have Eddie Guerrero's ghost show up.
Oh, I don't know. There is such a thing as going too far.
How are we going too far? This is
it's got to be entertaining. We can't just do stuff for shock value. I say right now, we're talking about it on the air. We leave it at somebody's coming over. The kid's going to be, for now, the kid's going to be sick. And Nancy's going to be a marionette.
I'm guessing
with the weight thing.
And he puts, wait, but how does he hide it? That doesn't make any sense.
And hold on. How many hours later is it? They could be stiffening it up.
Or the body.
So then, hold on. Before somebody comes over, we could kill a half hour in a movie like this. This has got to be at least 90 minutes. Maybe animated. I don't know yet. Jesus Christ, I got to get to work on this. But you'll have this whole Frankenstein scene where he's going to have to cut her at the joints and put hinges in so he can move her around. And and it could be a whole Beetlejuice type thing. Nancy, you don't look so good. I've been feeling a little stiff.
How's she going to say that? She's dead.
What?
Wait, but what's he going to do about the bullet wound?
What bullet wound?
Didn't he shoot her?
Who?
Didn't Benoit shoot her?
No.
Oh.
He strangled her.
Oh. Or he shot the kid.
No, he strangled the kid, too.
Oh.
He shot the kid up with something, apparently, but he strangled the kid. He put them both in the crippler crossface. That's what I say. Did you see the one thumbnail I put up a couple weeks ago where it says, government, work from home, and it said, murderers, and it was Benoit smiling.
Or it's like, hey, son, time to wrestle. Daddy, no!
I think we could turn this into the feel-good movie of the year.
Yeah, you could have.
All right, that's a stretch and a half.
No, but he cuts up the body, turns him. I guess he puts.
You have this whole Frankenstein type scene where he's like sawing away,
or he's got, Nancy, Bob Holly comes over. He's talking to her. He's like, "Oh wow, Nancy, you don't look too good." Yeah, or he's hey,
what are you moving your mouth?
No, well, I was saying that she's got to talk like this. I'm like pulling her jaw, so she could have like a string or something tied to the. No, wait, but that doesn't make sense because then if he pulls the mouth open, it's not going to.
You're overthinking it. We're just doing broad strokes here. We're not trying to do anything crazy. Just broad strokes. So.
And then of course at the end, the ending scene before the police show up. Or
no, as they're showing up, the doors open and New Jack runs out with a TV. I mean, that's set in stone. Roll credits.
No, it's got to be.
Sign your checks now, people.
No, it's got to be with a shopping cart full of stolen items because he always had that shopping cart full of weapons.
No, that's why you don't do that. You don't do it. He runs out with the TV to that fucking Natural Born Killer song.
No, it's a
You're too high pitched. You're doing gangster rap. You're too high pitched to be
journey with me into the mind of his ECW theme.
I know the song.
He's gonna. I
saw him live at that show too. He was there too.
I wish I could have gotten his autograph.
He'd stab you with the fucking pen. It would be in your blood. It would be the autograph. You're crazy. You lily ass, white devil, blue-eyed, pale-faced motherfucker, you.
I
don't get mad. I told the audience you're white. Don't get mad.
Journey with me to mom.
So anyway, what else did we have on the show? You got thoroughly annoyed at the top 100 tag teams. I saw there.
Yes. Crippler Crossface, who does the diving headbutt at one point.
No, he doesn't. Like, no, we can't show him killing them. Like, they gotta already be dead.
The first scene is him waking up with them finding out that they're dead. Like, oh shit.
Or he wakes up in the crossface with his head back. Like, and he's like thinking of a match, and he's like, oh, they're like, it's all over. And he wakes up and it's Nancy and she's fucking dead. God. It's like, oh my God. We would have to change the names. It would have to be Crispen.
Crispin Benoit.
No, W-A-H. Crispin Benoit.
That's what they did in Wrestling Empire.
Shh, damn it, now we're going to have to pay them when I do it.
Crispin Benoit. I forget what they... no. You maybe have like Eddie Guerrero's ghost and tell him how he...
Yeah, you turn it, what, like, we give it like a Force ghost in Star Wars?
Yeah. Chris, I only...
You're like, Chris, I did, Holmes?
I only did those drugs because I realized how ugly Vicky was, and I just couldn't stand her anymore.
I said, you're overthinking it. Broad strokes. We're going to turn this into a moneymaker, I'm telling you right now.
And the Oscar for Best Picture goes to Weekend at Benoit's.
Oh my God, we never thought this would happen, really. This could only happen in this fucked up world that we live in right now. It's Donald Trump, who's put out president for life because he won the election.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. What are you doing? You're making me back to beef?
Yeah. You can have Dean Malenko show up, maybe.
I wish we had video.
You have
so ridiculous.
You could have Perry Saturn. Have all the radicals show up as like Force ghosts.
We have to find out who would play who there. We don't have enough time left in the show.
No, well, who would play New Jack? Will Smith. Dave Chappelle.
Did you see him when he would put like a headband on and he was like, he would totally be New Jack. And he would do it like funny and he would do it like ghetto ethnically because he's like, he used to be the most racist against black people on the show ever.
What was New Jack's finisher even?
Oh, I don't even know. He did this one thing where he was not, they said he was a psychic. He goes, I am not a psychic. I am a racist. And he's talking to a guy on the phone. It's another black guy. And he goes, I see in 6 weeks, you're getting out of jail. And he goes, yeah, that's right. I'll get paroled. He goes, and 4 weeks after that, you going right back in for the same goddamn thing. What is wrong with you?
It's like Uncle Ruckus.
He goes, the cards don't lie. Oh, he's worse than Uncle Ruckus, but he's real. So,
Father Reverend Uncle Ruckus. No
Reverend
relation.
Father Uncle Ruckus. May white God bless you, Robert.
No.
Don't get me started, because I do the whole thing, and I do a hell of an impression.
Okay. Let's.
So, there's no big shows coming up this week or anything. We got at World's End at the end of the month. They named it after a stupid freaking Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Sign off!
Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!